about clothes. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, my name is Laura. I am 31. I'm currently living in my parents' house and am moving to Toronto. I used to live up north, and no, I don't. I want to, this is kind of part of like my New Year's series-ish that I'm doing as part of these 12 days of Christmas vlogs, videos. They're not really vlogs, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna kind of talk through my thought process because I don't really know what I don't know how to say this nicely yet. I love clothes. I enjoy fashion. I enjoy consuming fashion content. I don't want to make fashion content. I am not a luxury consumer by any means. I do wear some fast fashion. I love Joe Fresh and Old Navy, for example. I refuse straight up to shop at Shein and ASOS and Temu. I don't really purchase any clothes on Amazon. Sorry, my hands are super dry. And I guess I'm like a mid-range consumer, maybe. Like some of my favorite brands are Hill House Home and Joules, although Joules can get very expensive and is hard to get in Canada, so I don't have that much of it at the moment. And I love shopping small. But then I also have a lot of Old Navy and Joe Fresh and Uniqlo. Or I don't have a lot of Uniqlo, but I like Uniqlo. I also am very much what is like defined as a mid-size consumer verging on plus size. I wear anywhere between an extra large and a 2X, and that is the textbook definition of mid-size. I know on social media it's kind of gotten changed to be like a size 8, but mid-size is truly the people who aren't quite straight size and aren't quite plus size. That's we're in the middle, and that's what it actually means. So I want to talk through today kind of how I, as somebody with a limited clothing budget, make my decisions on clothing. And I have a 9-to-5. I have an office job. This 2024 was a little bit weird for me. I have been living up north. This is my 4th year up north in a very small town. And the smaller the town, the more remote the town, the more that, how do I say this kindly? The more restrictive I think your fashion choices are, because I think that small town, it's hard to be a person who cares about fashion in a small town. I think most people who grew up in a small town will agree with that, or currently live in a small town. You can dress nice, but people think that you're fancy if you dress nice, or yeah, people think that you're like looking down on them if you dress too nicely, or you care about your clothing, or they really lean into that it's superficial thing. My work was very casual, even though I was in the office full time. I always dressed in business casual because that's my personal preference, but like a lot of people wore jeans and leggings. And then whenever I was up north in communities, like I made sure that I dressed quite casually, because it just wouldn't have been appropriate to dress more formally. And then I had hip surgery, so the hip pain had made getting dressed a little bit more difficult, like just the physical act of getting dressed more difficult. And then the hip surgery, I basically just wore dresses. It was super hot, but I also couldn't lift my leg for a little while, so dresses, just dresses. That was it for probably 6 to 10 weeks. And yeah, and then I've been work from home ever since I went back to work from the surgery. And yeah, and like Winter fashion up north is very different because it's just parka and snow boots. So, like, it is so focused on purely just staying warm. And you can get cute warm stuff, but like it is all about practicality completely. It has to be. So now I have this new job that I can tell is a little bit more formal, that will be hybrid. So in office, minimum 3 days a week, work from home, potentially 2, and is in Toronto. So there's just some steps up that I feel like we're going to have to take this year. So this is going to get into how I kind of plan my clothing purchases. I don't have a lot of extra money each month to spend on clothing. I'm not someone who likes to shop for clothing all the time. I think that's a bit wasteful, personally. I am not a big enough creator to get sent anything. So yeah, I'm very much a normal person at this point in time whenever it comes to clothing shopping. So how I do like to plan out what I'm purchasing. Obviously, things changed last January. I didn't know that I was going to be having hip surgery. I wouldn't have known to plan for that in January. But there are some things coming in 2025 that I know about. So I volunteer as an advisor for the sorority that I was in college and university. And I know that this year, because I'm finally considered a local advisor again, I will be going to initiation, which means I need a white outfit for March. So that's something there. That means I need to think about the weather in March. I need to think about how I'm going to be traveling there. I'm selling my car, so I won't have, hopefully, please Lord, I won't have a car by March. I know that as a lead advisor, I am likely going to be going to convention this year, which means that I will be needing I mostly wear work clothes to that. Luckily, I won't have to buy that much, but I will probably I'll need a summer white, and I'll probably want a new dress or a new formal outfit for one of the dinners, I'm thinking. There's also a big work event that I don't actually know if I get to go to in July that I might want a summer suit for. And I might potentially have 2 weddings this summer. I haven't gotten invitations yet, so we'll see, but there might be 2 weddings this summer. So I need to decide, am I buying a new dress for those weddings, or am I continuing to wear the dress that I wore for the past 2 summers? Am I buying a new dress for convention? I think I'm going to hold off. I know what suit I want. It's gorgeous. I'll put a picture here. Tucker Duck is finally shipping to Canada, and this, it's so expensive, but it's so beautiful, would be exactly what I would want. There's also a dress on Tucker Duck that would be perfect for a Pi-Fi thing because it's wine and silver blue. But those are both much more money than I typically spend on a single item of clothing. So I need to think about that and decide if I'm saving up for those things or not. I also take into account other purchases that I want to make throughout the year. So I know that this year I want to buy a proper camera for this. So, with my disposable quote unquote income, I have to figure out, technology, clothing, beauty, furniture, home decor, going out to dinner, hosting, those sorts of vacations. Do I want to go see my grandparents this year? Those types of things all come into the equation for how I shop for clothes, because is this a clothing focused year or is this an experience focused year? I'll come into it. So as part of that, something that I used to do, let's see when I last used this. Okay, so I used this until December 21st of 2023. I will include a link to it below. I did not make this, but it is a cost per wear tracker. So it's a cost per wear tracker, and then you input every single item of clothing you own in it. Brand, when you bought it, was it new or secondhand, etc. And then in your log, I'll actually, you know what, let's just go ahead and start. It is, oh wait, that's dresses. It's been so long that I don't remember what the columns are anymore. There we go. So you input your items. So there's 2 options for tops. You'll notice, let me see if I can find one. Like here, I clearly like changed outfits throughout the day. But there were a few times when I had to add a line just for the same outfit. Yeah, I'm going to bring this back because I find it gives you really interesting information about what clothing you're actually wearing. So you can see here that in 2022 and 2023, actually, let's double check. Actually, no, a gray workout tank was my most commonly worn top. And then my next most commonly worn one is also a workout tank. And then a black hoodie, black sweatshirt, a concert t-shirt, a sports bra, a hoodie, a t-shirt, a blouse. Oh, here's our first blouse. I actually don't own that anymore because it got so gross because I wore it so much. And a sweatshirt, a crew neck. And then my most worn bottoms are leggings. Here we have chinos. I wore these to work all the time. They're really old, faded looking now. Jeans. I also don't have these anymore because they got so gross. I do still have these. I do have these. I don't have these. I don't have these. Oh no, I do, I think. I think I do. I don't have those. But you can see, like, it's all casual, comfortable. So while in my head, things like the suit and that dress are the things that I want, the evidence that I have from my time in Sioux Lookout is saying that I dress in activewear all the time. And then for shoes, I've got my Doc Martens, and then loafers, and then a pair of white Superga sneakers, and then my winter boots. So it's actually interesting that I have 2 pairs of leather shoes, Doc Martens and loafers, that I wear to work as my top 2 shoes. And I wonder if it's because I change out of my work clothes every night and put on comfy clothes, or if I'm working out activewear, and then I'll wear that same activewear, athleisure, lounge clothing outfit for multiple evenings because it's really only getting worn for like 3 to 4 hours a night while I cook dinner and sit on the couch after work. And then I probably wear the same outfit on Saturday and Sunday except whenever I'm filming, so it doesn't look like I'm wearing the same clothes all the time. But that's probably why my activewear is so much higher than my workwear. And then my most commonly worn jackets, my parka. Makes sense. I only have one real like heavy winter coat. I live somewhere that got very cold. Then my raincoat, which actually needs a new zipper. And then my denim jacket, my brown suede jacket, a fleece. And then this was a work provided parka that I hated. Something that I'm going to do for 2025 is I'm going to start using this again because I think it could be very interesting to see how living in Toronto changes the graph. And now we have it here recorded what it was. But also I need to update the clothes that are in it because there's definitely been a fair amount of changeover in the past year. Things have worn out. I bought new stuff, etc. And then use this to inform what I'm buying this year in addition to the events that I think I have coming up. So something that I would really like to do is make a list. So, oh no, I already have one. 2025 clothing shopping list. So what I would really like to buy this year is I have this vision in my head of a silky white top, a white tweedy jacket, and white trousers with some sort of heel, a cream, or maybe even a black for March, and that being what I wear to initiation in March, and then what I wear to the initiation day at convention being some kind of white dress, maybe a shirt dress, or like a white pleated skirt with some kind of like summer sweater. I think could be very chic with, and in an ideal world, these would be the shoes that I would wear. But I don't have $1,600 by the time we add on tax to do that. So maybe a knockoff, maybe something else. We'll see. We'll see. So, and then if we look here at cost per wear, this gives you a graph of all of the different things that you have. And in an ideal world, your cost per wear is mostly down in, well, actually, probably along here under this. So some of those things I definitely don't have anymore. I need to figure out how to remove stuff. Yeah. And then it also gives you a need to wear. But this isn't entirely accurate because like I owned this Jules dress for years before I started using the tracker. So it's probably actually at like $30 per wear, but because I haven't worn it since the tracker, it doesn't count. So that's one downfall with the tracker. But I do want to have a list. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So either a white dress, or I also, another thing that I do is as I'm working on my vision board, I go through my Pinterest board. I have a spring summer style board, I have a professional wear board, and I have a fall winter style board. And I go through here and I come up with themes. So we've got pleated skirts, white pleated skirt, white pleated skirt. We've got trouser shorts is what I call them. They're probably called pleated shorts or something like that. We've got nice sweaters, sweater. We've got button down blouses. I really like this kind of outfit, a sweater with either a silk skirt or silk trousers or satin. We've got tweeds and plaids, and again, sweaters, tweeds and plaids, collared shirts, even simple outfits like jeans and a tank top with a hair scarf, pleated skirt. So, and then that's where I come over to my list and I start adding stuff. So I had white pleated skirt in 2 of these outfits. So I put that on here. I have black trousers and I have brown trousers, but I think white, navy, and gray would just give me a full array. So that's why navy and gray are down here. I have an oversized white button down, but I don't have a fitted white button down. And I think that some of these, that one's slightly oversized though, are better suited for fitted. And I also think that my figure suits fitted better than oversized. I think that's always been the case. I think I've sometimes ignored that. I don't think you always need to dress flattering, but I think there are times when you want to dress flattering. And then I don't quite have enough work, because I find you wear through work tops, like they get makeup around the collar, they get worn out. You wear through work tops faster than you wear through trousers. So I need 2 blouses. I'm thinking like spring blouses. And then I also clearly need a cable knit sweater. Want. Trouser jeans. If we look at these 2 styles of denim over here, those are both trouser leg jeans. And straight leg jeans. And my jeans are also way too big. Like I can fit my whole arm down in the side. So, and then I have 2 nap dress things in here because I adore, and that's me. I adore a nap dress. And then you can see here, I've had this outfit that Jennifer Love Hewitt wears in Ghost Whisperer in my head for probably a decade. And then I also love wearing, I used to wear stuff like this to work all the time at my first office job. Black and white trousers, black and white something, dress, trousers, skirt, black or white top, red shoes. I used to wear that to work all the time. And then here we've got, you know, trousers, pleated shorts with a sleeveless white button down, white pleated skirt with a sweater, big skirt, white button down. Yeah, so I think we're going very classic. We're going a little preppy in the original sense of the word, not the Gen Z sense of the word, like prep school preppy. Because like even this outfit over here, the sleeveless top and the trouser jeans still reads a little bit preppy to me. And then like this is a graphic tee and trousers, but the loafers, the trousers, the shape of the bag still read a little classic style, a little preppy. I don't love the term old money because it doesn't feel accurate. It doesn't feel like what I'm trying to attain. I like a very classic style with something a little funky, like this one. It's an Oxford, a pleated skirt, but then the shoes make it a little funky. Or this one, it's a plaid coat jeans, but the color of the sweater makes it a little funky. So that's what I like. This is what I'm modeling my style, my adult style after. And yeah, I think also for I need to add in some stuff about shoes in here. I need like cream loafers, cream or white or brown loafers, or maybe it should be cream and brown, I don't know yet. And then I think I need a pair of brown boots and some kind of like a neutral low heel with the toes covered so I can wear it to work. And I think, and then obviously, you know, as I move through the year, things might change in here. I might see something cute that I just decide to get. Maybe a summer occasion dress. Yeah. So I hope that made sense. I feel like I kind of like prattled a little bit, rambled a little bit. But that is how I think about my wardrobe and how I plan out the purchases that I'm going to make. And I would love to know if you have any ways that you plan out your clothing purchases or any ethos that you bring into your wardrobe. And I think that will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm currently posting every single day, but I normally post every Tuesday. So if this kind of video is interesting to you, please let me know down in the comments. I'm kind of using this posting every day thing as a little bit of an experiment, but this is definitely part of my New Year's Day or New Year's overall reset combo outside of my dedicated 2025 reset video that will be coming out on the 31st. So thank you so much for watching, and